Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video, and share. We lost one of our sisters. Her name was Tyianna Alexander. She was only 28 years old. I want to share the story about her life and living and what happened to one of our sisters. Share this video every way you can. I created this channel for people with different support those who support you. There's a PayPal on top.
People
Remember
murdered.
one thing, there are a lot of times people can't send in the truth, but you find one that does. Support them. Make sure they do not fall within a marginalized community as not being in existence. And you know that there are hard to find people that create a channel that cater to people who are different and stand in the truth. And the allies sit back and say, well, I have no problem with other people. Let me just stand in here to learn something and learn. No judgment.
Who support you.
I love you.
Stay
okay, Tyianna Alexander, 28 years old, working me here. Forgive me for misgendering her name. It is not done intentionally. Another black transgender woman killed in Chicago, January 11, 2021. Now it's stating that Alexander, who also was the second trans woman to killed in Chicago in recent weeks. Now, a black transgender woman from Chicago was shot earlier in the month, marking the second recent murders of trans women in the city. Now, she was only 28 years old, and it was one of the two individuals who was shot and killed near the railroad line on 817 West 75th Street. Police told the Gay City News that the other victim, who was also 31 years old, was shot in the lower left side of the upper left bicep. So far, it is not enough information available to indicate whether the killing of her was motivated by anti-bias trans crime, and the killing comes just after weeks of another trans woman reported Courtney that was fatally shot in also Chicago on Christmas. It is really difficult to prove unless you have someone in custody. Sally Brown, public information officer on Chicago Police Department, said at an interview with the news, said that it's just hard to clarify something as a hate crime without a lot of evidence pointing at that. Now, the Chicago Police, who originally misgendered her, did not directly respond to the question about whether the 31-year-old was a transgender, or the Chicago Police Department currently do not know how the process of collection of victims' gender identity instead of, collate gender with the person's sex assigned at birth. Now, Brown said that the officers were not trying to insult the victim, but documenting the sex listed on the government ID issue. Now, I know people were upset about the first, but the reason behind it is that we're very sensitive to these things, Brown said. It's just they have to put something down to report something like that, which I already said before. And if you're a two-spirit woman, you need to put something on your ID or just tape something on it. God forbid if you have to, but it kind of gives them an idea what's going to go if they go through your wallet, because normally when something that this has happened, they do go through your wallet, so you can put your name or a little tape or something, Meanwhile, the police have yet to make a headway on solving the death. Nobody has been taken into custody. Sources says that the news that said that the motive is unclear, but Key's family believes that she was killed because she was a trans woman. The family requested that the department investigate the case as a hate crime. Now, it is stated that the Black Trans lead LGBTQ activist group and denounced an ongoing trend of transphobia violence as they vow to assist the cost of Alexander's funeral. Now, within the last month, Chicago has lost 2 black trans women in transphobia violence. The organization noted on Twitter that Courtney and Alexander was murdered in our city. Once again, we mourn as a community of all black trans lives matter. Yet, we're increasingly forced to system individuals who speak at the words do not proven to be their commitment to black transgender liberation. Now, Alexander killing contributed to the deadly start in the new year after the Human Rights Campaign tracked the worst year in records of murdering targeting transgender non-binary individuals of those killing and targeting black, or should I say trans women of color. The community members are being murdered because of our devoured now power of fear and the true revelation narrating. The organization added, We be here for the families. Every member of our community lost transphobic violence. We love our community, and we will not be silenced or face the loss of yet another sisters. Now, it's also stating that when I look on Facebook, it is stating that it says that the family service for Alexander was followed by the family asked everyone to wear pink and black, no RIP t-shirts. Let me read that again. The funeral service of Alexander are as followed. The family asked everyone to wear pink and black, no RIP t-shirts. The August Family Funeral Homes announced that the funeral services for Alexander visitation service on Thursday, January the 14th, 2021 at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Higgins Funeral Home, 244 East 138th Street, Chicago, Illinois. And also the celebration is based on January the 15th, 2021 Resurrection House Baptist Church. Now, that also is on this flyer, which you could kind of copy down and stuff. You get more information reference to that. All I can say is rest in peace, rest in peace. Now they said that was the second person, but they didn't identify if it was a trans woman or not, so they didn't get that information. So I'm only reading to you basically what I read in reference to this beautiful woman being killed and stuff. And of course she was misgendered and stuff like that. And basically I also want to share, in case anybody knows something or seen something, which would be a Crime Stoppers. And the Crime Stoppers would be contact office phone 800-535-STOP, or about texting crimes at 274-637-TIPS. That's in case you just want to remain anonymous and stuff. You want to contact people because maybe you've seen something and you don't want nobody to know that you've seen what you've seen. You can go to hit Crime Stoppers and stuff, or text and let them know what you've seen and stuff. The family in my prayers and stuff. Beautiful girl killed. The second one basically from Chicago and stuff. So let me just do a recap real quick over here with y'all real quick, because it's stating that Chicago police originally misgendered her and did not directly respond to the question about whether the 31-year-old victim was a transgender. So basically, allegedly, she was saying with another 31-year-old victim, and the other victim was killed as well. That is not reported whether they were a trans woman or not. So there's not identified this information. I guess they need to contact the family or something like that. So this is horrible. And the family and friends, you're in my prayers and stuff. And forgive me if I butchered the name and stuff. It's not done intentionally. I just want to leave here. Oh, if you subscribe to my channel, I'll get many more information. We'll talk about it. Also, make sure you sign on to my YouTube page, because when I go live, we talks about these stories and reference these girls being murdered. How can we find ways to keep our sisters from being murdered and killed? How could you try to help as far as help with sharing these girls' stories being murdered? Because at the end of the day, a lot of girls are not reporting these stories, and a lot of times people they may not like the messenger, but you have to respect the message. And the simple fact of the matter is that, here's two beautiful women that's been killed and stuff. And also a third party, which is 31-year-old victim, which they said did not directly respond to the question whether it was a trans woman or not. So I don't know whether they're going to be getting that story to do the update on that as well. So allegedly it's another 31-year-old person that's been killed as well, but they're not stating whether we're trans or not. So I guess, like I said before, they have to relate back to the family, in my opinion. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel, share this video everywhere you can, because a lot of her friends don't even know probably she's even been killed or murdered and stuff. They probably think that she's still around, and the last person they have seen. Because let me tell you something, I appreciate everybody on this channel, because I do believe a lot of these girls killers have been brought to justice because of y'all. Remember, in unity, we could create a lot of noise. Within one person putting a whole package together, sitting here is not going to do anything. You don't have to be a trans woman or a gay person. You could be a straight person that just don't like the fact of people being murdered. Just in case if it happened to somebody in your family, you want somebody to share the video in reference to what happened to somebody in your family. It's not about race, gender, identity. It's about being fair to human beings that have the right to live, and taking away on someone's ignorance that felt as though they could play God and take someone out this world and feel as though they can still move forward within this world without repercussions of this. Because in my opinion, these two beautiful girls have been murdered and the killer's still out there. So in Chicago, y'all better be careful because the killer is still out there. Now here it is. Basically, allegedly, there's been 3 people killed. Now the third person, they don't even want to identify whether it was a trans woman or not. So if you're in Chicago, y'all better be careful because y'all got a killer out there. We know they all over. But Chicago, y'all getting hit. Just the second one. Christmas, and then today is January 11th. So like I said before, share this video every weekend. Help me keep my sisters alive. If you're on my live, if you're on this channel, you know we will be talking about this on my live. When I go live, I like to share and give information what you do to keep yourself alive. Like a lot of times, I'm not, people may not appreciate what I do, but I tell you one thing. If you're still on my live, you've been listening. That's why you are alive. So like I said before, if you want to go to a channel, just have fun and play around in the world, that's welcome. But if you want to keep yourself alive, subscribe to my channel, and I'm always dropping different things to keep you alive and keep you woke. Because at the end of the day, while everybody's telling you we live in Kumbaya land, I keep doing stories on girls being murdered. So clearly what we're being told and what we're being seen is two different things. Their bodies are real. These girls' families and friends need them all come home. Sure, we all may not get along with each other sometimes, but we don't want them dead. At the end of the day, these people, these young, beautiful girls, and some trans men murdered, and for what? Because you felt like you could play God. So subscribe to my channel. You know, on live, I always talk about these different things, stuff, shit. Please share this video every week you can. I appreciate all of you for sharing these videos and stuff. And like I said before, subscribe to my channel. Top there's the Instagram button. You follow me and follow back. And once again, if I mispronounce this beautiful woman's name or did it wrong, forgive me. It's not done in malice. Because, you know, there's always somebody's looking for something just to say something. But at the end of the day, when you go look on their page and stuff like that, they're doing nothing. So, I just want to share this with you and stuff like that. Share this video everywhere you can. At the top there's the Instagram button. You follow me, I follow you back. Let you, I love you. And thank you for watching History.